Hopkins, another big name in the NFL, another big story coming out of the NFL is Jimmy Garoppolo. If you guys haven't been following up, some weird situation, a very weird scenario now with Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy G had failed a physical a little while back, and now he needs surgery on his left foot, the same left foot that kept him sidelines in San Francisco, the same left foot that got Brock Purdy in there and had Brock Purdy now becoming the future, what appears like the future of the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo now needs surgery on that left foot. And interesting enough, the Raiders do have a clause in the contract that would relieve them of any financial obligations. Because of the surgery, he will no longer get a signing bonus, and the team can cut him without owing him anything if he does not pass a physical. So what does that all mean? Well, that just means that right now the Raiders are just going to pay close attention to the Jimmy G situation. We know he's hurt. We know he has surgery. They can cut him. They can cut him right now, and they don't owe him anything. His money, his signing bonus, now transfers over to just the roster, the regular, his regular salary. Meaning you don't pay him up front. He doesn't get that money before he plays. He's going to have to pass a physical, and he's going to have to play, and he's going to earn it through his regular salary. But they can cut him at any point from now until we'll get to a point where he passes a physical and plays. Once he passes a physical and plays in a game, then they no longer can cut him unless he re-injures that same exact foot. And that's the thing, is it has to be the left foot. It has to not only be the left foot, but it has to be the same injury that he sustained, the same injury that he needs surgery for right now. So because of that, because it is the same injury, because it is the same surgery that he needs now, the Raiders can cut him right now and owe him nothing. Owe him nothing at all. His contract is completely void. Completely. Such an interesting situation. You know, this news also follows the whole Davante Adams news. If you don't remember, Davante Adams was having a conversation with somebody from The Ringer, doing a little interview, and he was complaining or talking about like the style of play and not seeing eye to eye with the direction of the offense. And it just, you know, he was talking about, like, they didn't know if it was like a shot at Jimmy Garoppolo. They didn't know if it was a shot at Josh McDaniels. He was saying, if we lose Jimmy G in this way, and if we use our offense in this way, like, it could all work out. But if we use Jimmy G in a different way, in a way that it appears like we might be using him, this is going to be tough. And, like, I just don't agree with that trajectory. I just don't agree with that vision of the offense. And if we know Josh McDaniels, he comes from that New England system when he was rocking with Tom Brady, and the stuff that he was doing with Mac Jones. It's a lot of dink and dunk methodical stuff. So I would assume Davante Adams is like, hey, where are my shots? Where are my shot plays? Where are my double moves? Get me the rock. Like, that's what you should be doing, is getting me the rock. And if you just tell Jimmy to get me the rock, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to look great. If you have him just dinking and dunking and trying to spread the ball all around, we might be in some trouble. So I don't know how that situation can go on. It looks like Josh McDaniels has his hands full, just a terrible, terrible way to start the OTAs when your star receiver has said some things that you're probably going to have to address. You're going to have to talk to him about it. You're going to have to figure that out and see what the heck is going on there. And then to top it off, right afterwards, your quarterback, who you just gave a $20 million contract to, a guy who's going to come in here and, you know, hopefully him and the rest of this offensive roster, who still is a very, very good offensive roster, all of a sudden he needs surgery. He's not going to be back. We don't even know if we're going to cut him or not. Like, you have no idea what the organization is going to do. I mean, just how bad of a way to start OTAs, to start getting into the gear up of the season. The season hasn't started yet, and you're already in turmoil. You're already confused. You already have questions to answer if you're the Raiders. And I don't want to rag on the Raiders, but, like, golly, there's always something in the offseason for the Raiders. And, you know, going back to the whole Davante Adams thing with him talking about Jimmy Garoppolo and stuff, I get it. Like, you have to remember Derek Carr was his boy. Like, the whole reason he went to Vegas in the first place was to play with Derek Carr. They went to college together. They are legit friends. They are legit boys. So this could just be a situation of Davante Adams still feeling a little bit salty and still just being like, hey, whoever you guys have as my quarterback, like, it's not Derek Carr, and I'm a little pissed off about that. That could just be the case, and he could get over that with time. I mean, Davante Adams is such a stud. Like, I just can't imagine a scenario where Davante Adams doesn't have a good season. And if he does have a situation where he doesn't have a good season, especially when it's like a starting quarterback, like Jimmy Garoppolo, who, wherever you rank him, he's not outside of the 32. He's not the 39th best quarterback in the league. So even if you don't think he's like a top 10, top 15 guy, he's still a starting quarterback in the league. And I can't imagine Davante Adams not having a big season with any like starting caliber quarterback in the NFL. And if he doesn't, like, that's on Josh McDaniels. And if Josh McDaniels can't figure out what's going on with him and get him back bought in, get him ready to go, then something needs to happen there. But the bigger news was Jimmy Garoppolo and that surgery on the foot. Will they cut him? Will they keep him? Will we see Jimmy Garoppolo play as a Raider? Or will this thing kind of blow up before it even started? Hey guys, thanks for watching this clip from the Sicko Sports Podcast. If you want to catch the full episodes, you got to head over to Spotify. Just type in Sicko Sports Podcast, or you can just click the link that's down in the description. Thanks as always. See you next time.